Let's move from spare to air now, as the Prince of Wales returns to public duties for the first time since Kate's shock cancer announcement. William visited a food distribution charity in Surrey, where he was handed get-well cards for his wife and indeed his father, King Charles. Speaking to volunteers, he promised to look after the princess during her recovery whilst he's taken a break from official duties. William has been embracing the dad jobs, like taking his oldest son, George, to watch Aston Villa last week. Is that a dad job, going and sitting in the roll box or whatever?
Exactly.
Look, anybody who is dealing with a partner or a family member or somebody who is seriously ill, that can take a huge toll. And particularly when you're him and you're in the public spotlight, I'm sure it's doubly difficult because that's all people want to talk about and there's a huge amount of press attention. It must be horrendous when you're trying to focus on other things. I'm pleased that he took a little bit of time off to deal with it, but actually he does... The royal family does have to get on with the day job, and I think that he can't and shouldn't take any more time than anybody else would take to deal with it. And this kind of pretending that he does dad jobs, I mean, he doesn't.
He drives a Range Rover everywhere. So.
Well, he probably gets driven in a Range Rover everywhere. And it's like, stop trying to sort of over-normalise the royal family. The royal family is an institution. They've got a job to do. But I'm delighted that he's back out there. I do find it slightly peculiar when they sort of send them out to go and chop vegetables and deliver things.
Well, the Kardashians can't even chop vegetables, so this is reassuring.
Well, he can. Well, no, I think he's quite practical.
James, I completely agree with you. I find it actually quite insulting to the millions of people in this country who are carers for the people who are in their family who are sick and are still going to work every day and are trying to care for their loved ones around their day jobs, around the stress of paying for your bills. William does it, and we're supposed to be like, what a guy. He took his son to a football match. He took his son to a football match where they sat in a VIP box and they had prawn sandwiches and they had everything brought to them and they got taken out a special exit like VIPs. What a top guy.
Have you seen what a VIP box looks like?
But the park is terrible. It is bog standard.
It's like, look at that. It's like it was stapled together from B&Q.
So what do you actually want then? You don't want him to be seen doing that stuff. So what do you think he should be doing?
It's not that I don't want to be seen doing it. I think do it, but like everyone else in the country
don't make a fuss.
Don't make a big deal about it.
That's
because
the media,
people up and down this country
but to
are
be
doing
fair,
it.
it's not him making them fuss about
It's
it.
the press who say, oh, look at him being a dad. I actually think that he's doing the right thing. He's getting on with it. I think, you know, having met various members of the royal family, I think he does come across as relatively normal, relatively balanced, relatively in touch as much as he can be. And I think that's kind of important because I think the past history and the behaviours, we were talking about Harry before, the entitled behaviours of Harry and Andrew, to my mind, compared to the relative normality of William and just getting on with it is kind of, I think, the message that they're trying to give us.
I think I get JJ's point, especially when he talks about the privilege. And yes, the royal family are an institution and they have a job to do. But like, with all due respect, if Prince William and Harry, particularly with his academic record, weren't princes, they'd probably be working in Boots somewhere in Hull. Right, they wouldn't be particularly exceptional. They wouldn't be particularly exceptional.
Oh no, I think Harry. No. Harry would be an estate agent.
Exactly. Well, probably, or like a recruitment guy, something to have normal jobs. This is not to disparage them, but clearly they're just normal people. And you're right, you know, the media kind of deifying them by saying, oh, he's doing normal dad stuff like chopping celery. It is insulting, and I don't think it actually does William justice because I don't think that's how he wants to come across.
Are they just comparing it slightly to how royals once were to how they are now? Is it that? I don't know, because you wouldn't have seen Prince Charles
exactly what I was going to say.
Taking Harry or
you just can't imagine. So remember when William did the selling the big issue or something? I actually thought that was really good. You know, just getting the experience of being out on the street. Of course, it's not going to be a real experience, but it's something, isn't it? It's quite literally not being in an ivory tower.
I agree.
It's better than just hiding away, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, he's like our Gandhi, isn't he, really?
You are a troll.
No, his mother was like Gandhi, you know, our Gandhi.
He's not got a dissimilar haircut. That's a heck of a part in his. Goodness me.
Wow.
Ow.
Sorry.